Hi there, it's Krystal Lee Moore Lucier here, also known as your Home Sweet Home 519 Realtor, Krystal Lee Moore, and I'm here to talk to you about fall maintenance tips. As the weather gets colder, your house needs special care that you really don't want to forget, and it really just makes your house last longer. And when your house lasts longer, it costs you less in the long run, so it's a really good idea. So let's move along, and if you have any questions or there's something that we didn't cover and you're curious about it, please reach out later. Okay, so the first thing, very important, change your furnace filter. So we should be changing this 3 to 4 times a year. And the reason we do is that you want a clean filter so that your furnace runs better, and when your furnace runs better, it also lasts longer. So I've been in homes where a furnace was almost new and had to be changed in 6 years. And I've also been in homes where the furnace is still going kind of 15 years later and you're not sure why, but a regular maintenance package is a really good idea as well. We have some amazing local companies here in London, and wherever you are, I'm sure you have the same. So definitely do the annual maintenance because it will make your furnace last longer. And the key to that, change your furnace filter. Fall maintenance is a great idea. Spring, they say 4 times a year. Realistically, 3 times, 2 or 3 times is okay. If you have pets, definitely make sure you're doing it 4 times. Okay, next, change light bulbs. So you probably, like most people, change your light bulbs when they burn out. But if you just go around the house and double check everything in the fall and the spring, you'll just save yourself a lot of headaches. And every time you add something to that, oh, I have to get to it list, it adds a little more stress. So just know that you're going to do that. Buy the light bulbs in advance, and you know that you're changing those out. For us, we actually changed most of our lights to LED lights, and I was informed today by our electrician that it's a gamble. So fun fact, the driver in your LED light can last 10,000 hours, or it could last half a year, a few months. So that's what happened to us. We had to get one of our lights changed because the driver stopped working, didn't work, it malfunctioned, whatever it be. So I would say LED looks great. You can buy LED light bulbs, but according to our electrician, the bulb situation is what you should be focusing on, and learn from what we say, not what we do. Turn off the water to outside. So most homes have a tap on the outside of the house, and that's for doing your yard work, having a hose out back, whatever it is. There's also a shutoff. If somehow you don't know where your water shutoff is, find out. The reason for that is that we live in Canada and it gets really cold. So what you don't want to have happen is the tap from outside freezes with water inside of it, and it really messes things up inside. So you just shut that off in the winter, and you can turn it back on in the spring. Usually, more often than not, it is near the tap. So if the tap is outside, you know where it is. Kind of pretend you're looking on the other side of that wall, and then it's usually in the ceiling. Sometimes it's hidden by a fancy tile. Sometimes it's just in the ceiling, but most of the time that's where it is. I would say don't try and find it yourself. If there is drywall involved, just call someone, but definitely try and turn that off. Have your eaves troughs cleaned. So in the fall, what do we have? We have leaves and debris and all that stuff, and that can really end up clogging up. It can get frozen, and then the drainage won't really happen properly. So really, we're always just trying to make sure that things are taken care of and that we're making everything last longer. So if you don't want to get on a ladder and dig things out yourself, I don't either, then you can call great companies like Shackshine. So I know Shackshine has a great service here in London, and I have it on good authority that they have a good service in other places as well. But I'm sure there's other companies that you can call if you have a relationship with them. They'll come, they'll make sure that everything's cleared out and you have good drainage as we get into the cold season, but also the rainy season. As it is this week, it will not stop raining. Find out when yard waste collection is. So most cities will have a time when you can put those bags, the big paper bags full of yard waste, outside. And that's a good idea because you have a deadline. Deadlines are good. Deadlines help us do what we need to do. Ignore the picture. That is a plastic bag. It's probably biodegradable, but usually we use the paper bags, and you can put everything in. If you live in a country property, kind of wherever, I guess you could have a big old bonfire. I tried that once in a non-country property. I don't recommend it, but find out when that collection is, because you will have a deadline and you can kind of work towards that. Check the batteries in your smoke detectors. So it's a great time to go around. If any of your smoke detectors are expired, or if your carbon monoxide detectors are expired, it's a good idea to go and get new ones, because we want to keep everyone safe. And usually if the battery is not working, it will have that really annoying beep that you cannot ignore for good reason. But sometimes they're just expired, so that does matter. And there's very few homes I've seen, but sometimes people just get rid of them completely. That would be a horrible way to wake up when it's too late because there's been a fire. Hopefully that's not something that happens, but if it is, the only thing you'd like to lose in that case is your stuff, not your life. So definitely important. So those are our fall maintenance tips, just a summary. But if you have a checklist, you can usually find a checklist online. We can send you one if you're interested. And if you have any questions about the market, it is a strange time in the real estate market, especially here in London, Ontario, where it is still a good market. Interest rates are still historically low. We still have a housing shortage, and it's still a great time to sell and a great time to buy. But it is a confusing time because media is all over the place and no one's really sure what's going on. So we are happy to demystify that and add some guidance and help through the whole process. Questions, just ask. Give me a call, throw me a text, or you can DM me. My name is Krystal Lee Moore Lucier. I am your Home Sweet Home 519 Realtor, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.